Moving through Fest plots, great crowd tonight. Final 2 hours, under 2 hours left of Musikfest 2022. Winding it down for myself, the festival, and Vale City. I wasn't going to do this, but I decided to do a final article. Let me try something here. I knew there was a way to split it, I just don't know how, but I really wanted you to see my face. 9 out of 10 days, technically 11 if you count the preview. Skip Monday, went from last Saturday, first weekend, went from, so we got back from Philly over here to the festival. I'm exhausted, all right? And I fully admit it. But I've done Musikfest enough years to take 8 out of the past 9. And it's kind of like you get this pure adrenaline high from doing the festival. And then it's like you start coming down from it. And it's usually, when you start coming down from it, it's usually the last day or the next day where it's like a solid, just flat out crash. So yeah, kind of, I'm not making too much sense. If you've ever done Musikfest for multiple days or a festival in general, you understand what I mean. I've said this in a few reviews today. Taking a break. The initial theory, right, I wasn't going to do Musikfest too much this year, but kind of like taking everything back to where it started 10 years ago with a simple blog and simple live music reviews. Damn, I forgot to get a Diet Coke. Get one after this is done. Musikfest is a place for it. 9 out of 10 days, great music, phenomenal artists. And I'm not talking about the main acts that you pay for. I'm talking about the free. I only covered a small sample here. And this year I had to keep telling myself, I don't care if my entire Google calendar, because like Thursday I went through, Thursday I went through, loaded up the calendar, and I had to keep telling myself, I'm not going to do it again this year. I'm not going to, which I kept that promise. I'm not going to overload myself. I'm not going to, I'm not going to like lose, oh wow, over here down Plaza Tropical, where we're like literally right between Plaza Tropical and Festplatz. I'm not, Zinzin is a block beyond here. I'm not going to be at Zinzin, do a half-hour review, and then try and double back several blocks and up the hill to get the Provident Bank Main Street stage. I actually kept that promise. But even still, every day I left here at 11, every night I was here, I left here at 11 until I got the bus back, it was midnight. 11 o'clock waiting for the bus, exhausted, get back 2 hours later, I finally crashed. But I'll tell you what, every minute, every penny I spent here was worth it. Yesterday, I actually timed in between bands. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm taking some time, and I'm going to be what they call a fester. For the first time in my life, I grew up with Musikfest, but I never really did it. I went to it. Got the official Musikfest mug on Monday. Which reminded me I don't like taste of beer. Got a couple of cocktails over the past few days. Great food. Stuffed rice balls, Philly cheesesteak stuffed rice balls, but not over the top. Oshtuck's corn for the first time. Heidi strudel, cherry strudel. God, that was good. For Musikfest 2022, I have 2 articles saying both sides. One article, the actual problems that have existed for this festival before this year. There are some serious problems and serious issues. The other one, why you should attend it. And I'll tell you what, I'm completely exhausted, but I'm still on that adrenaline high and loving every second of being here. I have one more event that I got a ticket for, Sparkling and Sparklers or something like that, to watch the fireworks. but I'm done with the review. So I did the last review, Evie Joy. I have one more article to do, and then that's it for the fest. But I'm going to do something I very rarely do, and go into some over-dramaticism here, if that's a word. Under 2 hours until the final firework and the final note fade away into history. God, that sounded pathetic. But I just wanted to, like, you know, kind of like give you this is going to be like really bad for me to do, but it really has sucked itself. But hopefully this shows up right. If it doesn't, I apologize. But it was just incredible. The artists, the buskers, street performers, the musicians, the singer-songwriters, the different genres that were here, and experience. Even some like the blues I wasn't really that familiar with. Screw it, didn't care. Musikfest is something to experience. Musikfest is something to attend. I realized something that I didn't know about before, prior to this year, that I didn't take the time to realize about the community side of it. It was just taking some time and saying, you know what, screw it. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to be a fester. I'm going to do Musikfest. Felt so good. So, for Musikfest 2022, completely exhausted and loving every second of it. Still got the adrenaline high though. Between T-Mobile Plaza Tropical and Fest Plots, Michael Phoenix, founder staff. Take care, everybody. Please, if you have a chance, come out one year. Just even if it's for one day, experience Musikfest here in Bethlehem, PA. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Enjoy summer.